Shout out to Toph B for making that on Twitter. Really appreciate you. Best community ever. Base is the place. Dylan, thank you so much for joining us. Who are you and what do you do?
Man, I just love their fill with all of the catchphrases. Base is the place. It's awesome though. And the video is very cool. Great to be here. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Dylan. I work at Base. More specifically, I'm an engineer on Coinbase Wallet, and I'm really excited to be here today, talk about OnchainKit and all of the great things that it gives you when you want to just start building an app from nothing or integrate it and get all these amazing benefits. So ready to go further whenever you are.
All right, all right. Feel free to add your presentation at the bottom, and I'll add it to the stage. And feel free to let you get started. This is going to
Cool.
be a very exciting one. I think, yeah, these
Nice.
these two sessions today are extremely important for all of the base batch builders out there. You'll definitely want to continue to pay attention. These advanced sessions will be really, really helpful as you build out your projects.
All right. I think I just added it.
Oh, and
So yeah.
everyone, keep sending in those base names. I forgot to say it earlier. I will not forget to say it again. Send in those base names. If you don't have a base name, send your Ethereum address, send your ENS. If you don't know how to do any of that, please DM us on Twitter. We are here to help you. We are your resource. Send us your base names. And Dylan, I'll let you take it away.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. So
No.
yeah, I just gave my intro, but in case you just missed it, I'm Dylan, Dillsteck.eth or Dillsteck.base.eth. I'm an engineer at Base, working on Coinbase Wallet. I've also spent a lot of time in the Farcaster ecosystem, and I'm excited today to talk to you about building with OnchainKit. And kind of just to go over everything, I'm going to be giving this little presentation here, and then we're going to walk through how to use OnchainKit to build a new app. I'm going to use Next.js. You can also follow along and use other frameworks like Vite, Remix, Astro. It's React based, so follow along with whatever. And yeah, excited to go through this. And if you have any questions at any point, feel free to stop me. It's pretty easy flowing. Cool. So building on chain, whether it's on Base or anywhere else, can be pretty complex. You have to think about what wallet am I going to use? Do I want a user to even know that they have a wallet? Do they know what wallets are? Where am I getting my data from? Am I pulling data from an RPC provider? Do I know what an RPC is? Do I want hydrated data? So not just what the RPC gives you, but actual more context that you want to show, similar to with Farcaster, when you show a post, you want to show things like the PFP, the embeds, etc. You may want transaction simulation, paymasters, figure out who's paying for the gas. You want the app to be safe. And of all those, you want distribution. You want people to actually use this app that you're building. Hopefully, that is a reason why you are coming to crypto or coming to Base. And what I love about OnchainKit is that it solves a lot of these problems. I'm someone who has gone through building in crypto a lot. I've built without OnchainKit. I've built with OnchainKit, and I can tell you how much of a difference it makes in terms of just giving you so many things out of the box you can use and doing it at such a level that is industry standard, so that if your app grows to tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions users, it is going to stay stable and up to the level that you want it to. So as I said, all these complexities can be brought up. It can be really complex, but not with OnchainKit. So if you have not heard of OnchainKit before, OnchainKit is a React-based framework. It is mostly front-end components, although there are also some utilities, etc. And it helps you very easily build on-chain apps in minutes. Takes advantage of all of the different tooling that Coinbase has to offer, from smart wallets to paymasters to different things in Coinbase developer platform. It is a very easy way for you to take advantage of all this. And as I will highlight later, you can, with the same kind of setup, use MiniKit, which is an extension of essentially OnchainKit, which allows you to very easily make mini apps, which I think will help you with distribution even more so. But the gist, the overview is OnchainKit. Whether you're new to crypto or you've been building in crypto for a while, makes it really easy for you to build an on-chain app. And it helps you whether you're just scaffolding something and you come up with an idea and you want to prototype with an LLM, or if you're going very deep into a project and you want to rely on these on-chain components that are going to get you to, a very sustainable product. Some of the things we're going to go into this a little bit more, but some of the things that OnchainKit gives you out of the box, as I said, wallet connection. You can use an EOA or a smart wallet. It also has some compatibilities with WAGMI and VM, and so you can connect some existing wallet connectors that you have and make it an experience. Obviously, be great to use these Coinbase products, but it can also integrate with some of the fallbacks you have if you're using other EOA providers, for example. You can show different token balances. You can transact and even sponsor them via Paymaster. You can swap different tokens. You can show identity, not just base name, but also stuff like Farcaster, websites, etc. All this different social proof, all with this one on-chain kit. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper into these different offerings, and afterwards we're going to build. But again, if anything comes up here that you want me to go a little deeper on, please let me know. So we have a buy component. Again, you can specify different things like the token you want, how much the user is trying to buy, and very easily, like in this example here, it would just pop up the user's smart wallet to confirm the transaction. You can check out, so you can pay with crypto. This can connect to your Coinbase retail account. We also have a pay with Apple Pay, or on ramp with Apple Pay component, very similar to this, where you can either pay or buy crypto, with Apple Pay with credit card. So again, just making these products not only is easy for you as a developer to implement, but is easy for your customer to meet the user, where they are. So that's what I was talking about here is the funding card. You can fund and purchase crypto, for example, Ethereum, since we're talking about Base, which is an Ethereum layer 2. You can purchase that here with your Coinbase account, with a credit card, with an Apple Pay, a connection, etc. You can embed NFTs. You can show the NFT. You can have the NFT minted. So again, I think what I'm trying to get at here is this is the whole gambit of what you're building as a crypto app. And this one, just to call out really quickly, really cool one, Wallet Island, where it's this little island you can place anywhere, and then you'll hover over it. Sorry, I don't think my GIFs kind of ported over. You can hover over it, and the wallet is there wherever. So the whole point is, not only is it going to help you out if you're just starting out, you're vibe coding something, you're newer to crypto, you're newer to coding your front end in general, but it can get you, all the way there in terms of building an app that is going to be sustainable, that is going to grow as you do, that is going to meet the user where they are. So to recap some of that, and this is kind of all from the docs. So if you go to onchainkit.xyz, you can follow along here. It is ergonomic design. These tools are all full stack. So there are different utilities. There are things that don't have front-end components like a signature that you are kind of just handling that utility yourself. Battle-tested patterns made by an awesome team that really cares about not only just offering the best developer experience, but even having the packages and everything just be really well maintained and organized, so you know that it's going to be a great product. All these components are purpose built. They're also being used by some very large teams at Coinbase and also at other startups and companies. These are framework agnostic. So for folks like I know my friend Samuel Huber does not always love Next.js. You do not have to use a Next.js, but you can use any other React supporting framework, Vue, Astro, Remix, etc. I'm just thinking of a couple off the top of my head. And again, supercharged by Base. So if you want to just build a crypto app, Base will be essentially the default when building an OnchainKit app. And I think that is great because you're going to get, again, just so many things out of the box, I think, from this experience. So that really excites me. And I even remember before I started working at Coinbase, when I first saw OnchainKit for the first time, and I used it for something with Farhack, and it was just so easy. It made what I was doing 10x easier than if I had to go around and use 5 different providers and stitch something together and pay a bunch just to get something working. So I really think that's just a testament to how great the product is. And if you want to get started, you can just run npm create onchain at latest. You can use other package managers as well, but that is a very easy CLI that will scaffold an app. It will give you the name. I'm pretty sure it should ask you what framework. We're going to go through that in a second. But if you just want to start out, you can run this command. I would also highly recommend that you just go to onchainkit.xyz. That will lead you to all the docs. And when you run npm create on chain, this is what it is going to give you a very nice, in this case, Next.js app where you can log in and sign up up top. You can explore different components, etc. Or if you want, you can manually install, and we have guides on manual installation for a Next.js app, Remix, Astro. I think those are kind of the main React compatible frameworks. And before we go into demo, although I know I've been talking kind of fast, so I'm gonna pause in a minute and see if anyone has questions or you want me to go back. But I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about distribution. I know that there's going to be another mini kit workshop. I know there have been other mini kit workshops or mini app workshops, but I just want to highlight here how important I think it is. When we go all the way back to one of these first slides, yes, there are a lot of different points here that are technical, that are you jumping through hurdles to use different providers and make sure that they have the products that you want, etc., and just getting something good out of the box. When I talk to builders in crypto or people who are thinking of building in crypto, I think the main thing that they want to do is reach users, especially if you're in crypto and you're used to so many times where you're building a product and you're kind of just throwing it out in the void. And I'm a little bit biased here as well because I love Farcaster and I've been spending a couple years on the platform and I'm really excited about this particular thesis. But again, when you're in crypto, especially, and when you're building anything, you want distribution. We know how scarce it can come by, and we also know how much more attention is spent with mobile apps and how annoying it can be to go through that process. And so building a mini app, especially a Farcaster compatible mini app, although I'd like to think Farcaster, WorldCoin, Telegram, etc., other platforms aren't like super far off, and it's not too crazy to think that maybe there would be some overlaps, although that's just pure speculation. It just gives you this great distribution out of the box for you to be able to reach different users, and not have to jump through those hurdles of a formal app store review, pushing it out, building a full React Native app, especially now with tools like OnchainKit, and which I'm about to quickly highlight, MiniKit, which is very easy for you to build, test that idea, and have native things like an app that can be installed, in an app like Warpcast, send notifications, etc. And this is a graphic from Monet and Builder's Garden. I mean, just look at this, like how much usage something can get on a platform like a mini app platform, how great it is for reaching users. And so while we're here talking about OnchainKit, I just wanted to bring up MiniKit. MiniKit is compatible with OnchainKit. They are kind of connected in some ways. If you have an OnchainKit app, it is pretty easy to add MiniKit capabilities to it. If you use MiniKit, you can use OnchainKit components. It is a great way, regardless, to build a mini app, and it has all this stuff out of the box that we just went over. But also, if you're someone who's used to building mini apps, it abstracts away some of the complexity of the domain association and just all these other things that are sometimes kind of annoying when you're scaffolding a mini app. So that's just all done out of the box for you. And if you want to look at it, I would highly recommend also running this command. So the npm create on chain, you can just run the -- mini flag. You can also, if you go to base.org and you go to search and put in minikit, it'll be there. And when you go to the OnchainKit docs, a minikit should be next to it. But we will go over all of that as well. And before we get to building, I just want to pause, go back to the front, and see Luciano or anyone in the docs or in the comments, sorry, you have any questions, any slides you want me to go over, etc. I'll just take a quick pause.
I know you have questions, people. There's no way you don't have questions. Come on. You have Dylan right here. Ask him some good questions. Oh, Dylan. Uh-oh. I know we're focused on OnchainKit, but since you're here, can you add base names to sub addresses on CB Wallet? Good cue.
Base names to sub addresses on CB Wallet.
I think so.
I don't know the full answer. To clarify, is what you're asking, like if you have like a wallet group? Like, I guess what I'm asking is, what do you mean by sub address? But with the current, like with Coinbase Wallet, you can download today. you should be able to like connect to the base names website and buy a base name, and you should be able to point it at uh, different addresses, like per the ENS subdomain spec. If you have I don't know if there's maybe something there I'm not answering properly. I'm happy to like flag it to the team later or something.
I think that's correct. I think that's what they're asking. If anyone is building with OnchainKit and has been struggling with anything in particular, feel free to ask now or forever hold your peace. I mean, I guess it's a good thing Samuel's not here. Otherwise, you'd be getting a lot more than questions.
It's okay. One thing I'll address is like I know Samuel has always asked like it'd be great if it could work on other frameworks or platforms. Yes, I think like okay, two things I'll say before I go into what I'm about to say. First, this is like my personal opinion, and this is kind of just like from my own experience. Normally, when you're building a framework, you're like choosing a specific domain for that framework. And for example, with React, a lot of times you're building a React framework and it's not always going to be a React native framework. I think for some of the DOM elements, maybe that's different. You want them to work. And we're certainly trending towards a world where there are going to be more like universal components across React, and the line between React and React Native will hopefully be kind of blurred. But for the time being, and whether it's like React or not, I think most of the time you choose a certain area. Is this going to be a React framework, a React Native framework? I don't know. I don't want to speak on other languages. I've kind of just been focusing here, but I think a, a version of OnchainKit for other languages could be really cool. I don't know enough at all into how explored that's been whatsoever. What I will say is there's also a lot of great tooling for Coinbase developer platform. If you just search up Coinbase CDP, or I can find the link that has a bunch of different APIs for different platforms. But yeah, normally I think that's kind of how it goes in terms of when you're choosing, especially for a front end library, and also with some exceptions, like maybe native Android and native like with Java native iOS with Swift. I'd like to think that a lot of front end these days is done in the React Native world. But if Samuel or anyone else has comments on that, I'm happy to chat another time. I know he's kind of brought that up a lot, and it's like a great thing to go through, and just wanted to kind of like give my personal thoughts on that. But regardless, like whether you're beginning or advanced, you should be able to pick up OnchainKit and build like an awesome experience.
I mean, yeah, especially if they're new to crypto, it might be, it might take some time. But if they're new to base, I think OnchainKit is definitely the place to start.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we want to show a little about using OnchainKit in action, perhaps.
Yeah, no, let's do it. Let me change my screen sharing. I'm trying to do where I have like two different desktops, put it on the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
desktop, but I'm trying to see if it will like recognize. Yeah, it's not. It's okay. You know what? It's fine. We'll just do it in a kind of chaotic way, I guess. Can you add my?
Yes, I can. Bam.
Thank you, sir.
Let's get the live demos rolling, baby. All right, if you're using OnchainKit, I hope you're paying attention, because if you have any questions on how to use it, they will all now be answered.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, basically now through whenever we end, I'm kind of just gonna be vibe coding something with OnChain Kit. So if you have any like questions or anything along the way, please let me know. Might be kind of hard for me to see the chat here. So can
I can pay attention
I
to it for
pop
you.
out chat? Oh,
Oh, nice.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
that.
All right, everyone. I'm just trying to like manage a couple things I don't want out on my computer. So I'm trying to manage that. Luciano, you can see my cursor.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so I ran npm create on chain here already, and so it gave me this Next.js repo, and I'll go through it again in a second, but I just want to run it in the CLI so you can see what happens. So again, npm create on chain. I'm gonna do at latest in the npm world. At latest just means you're getting the latest version of it. So it has this fun little, text which says like base or on chain. Then you put in your project name, uh, Dylan's project, enter your Coinbase Developer Platform client API key, and it even links out to it, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to do that right now. It's optional. This helps with certain stuff. Coinbase Smart Wallet, yes or no? I'm going to go yes. Share anonymous usage data to help improve create on chain. I'm going to go yes as well. And then, yeah, integration, Smart Wallet base. You can see it created the new project, frameworks, WAGMI, React, Next.js, Tailwind, and ESLint. And then it has the project right here. And then where we're in right here, Homebase on OnchainKit demo, I like literally had run the same script. And so that's where it's leaving us off. If I need to put in an API key, I will in a minute, but let's just see. I don't fully remember how much of it I need one for. But let's just run npm install. I'm gonna use bun. I like bun a lot better. Cool. Now done, run dev. Video npm run dev, pm run dev, yarn dev, whatever, just whatever package manager you're using. You can follow the example though. Then we're going to go to localhost 3000. This is where Samuel will be sitting here being like, "Oh, Next.js, the server takes like 12 seconds to cold start." Yeah, it's pretty annoying. I get it. Okay, cool. So here is that page that we had the screenshot of before. You can go explore the different components. You can explore different templates. I'll pull those out really quickly. These are actually pretty sick. So entire on-chain app template, you transact and everything. You probably can't see, but it's pulling up a little keys.coinbase.com smart wallet review on base polio testnet here.
I made it full screen, so hopefully they can see now.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sharing the whole screen. Never mind. They can probably see. On-chain shop. This is pretty cool. This is like you can connect this to Shopify. You don't have to. You can pay for these different items with crypto. Like I think I'm excited to see more people build on top of that. I think that's really cool. And fund component. So yeah, similarly, I think I'm not logged in. Just log in with Coinbase Wallet. And then yeah, a little pay.coinbase.com is coming up. So that's all pretty cool. But yeah, this is what it gives us. Connect wallet. Great. Let's see what else is in here. It's actually a good exercise for me as well. We're kind of just going through this live together. Okay, cool. So it gives us access. It seems like the main components that's being used is the wallet, and that's what's being used here for this little avatar. Now I'm in cursor. I'm gonna go to my cursor settings. Pretty sure that I already have OnchainKit in my OnchainKit, and I indexed it the other day, so it's pretty up to date. And then Luciano, what should we build? Do you have any ideas? What should we showcase like Kismet Casa or something? What's something like we can build here really quickly?
I know you have a few things that need to be built already. I was gonna say, we could rewrap something like make it a little bit easier for registering a base name, but I know somebody actually just did something similar to that a couple days ago. So maybe we think a little bit outside the box. And it's funny, I guess, as much as I want you to contribute to this little like Connect wallet thing that we're building for the in real life, um, we're building for the in real life meetups. It looks like Jacob is already doing it, so I
You're
don't
all
want
good. Actually, and a small little idea just came to mind. Was something we could do is we could do like a little search bar on the homepage. You put in a like a okay, so if you go to base names, it won't like be the same thing, but I'll have an example.
Statuette said something that will make Samuel angry, please. Something that
Like
uses Next.js.
well, we're already using Next.js, so sorry about this. I don't know. Let's I'll figure out an idea and then we can figure out some little like troll, like maybe like one of the buttons, like it will like check if Samuel's logged in and like throw some like goofy error screen or something like that.
Okay,
Um,
wait. So what if I mean, I guess we can't do this. I was gonna say maybe add a little bit of far hack to homebase.love, a way for
uh,
people to be able to create a hackathon like right on homebase.love using far hack.
I don't know. I don't know if the
Too
far hack
complex.
stuff is. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that a different time. We definitely have to. Like, we'll follow up on that. What I was gonna say is like as like a good example of different things to use. We could make like a very like light version of the base name site, like not in terms of registering, but I can make a little search bar like this. You put in a base name and then it takes you to a website and it's obviously maybe we won't have the on-chain score etc, but we can like show some information about the user or the base name, and then we can have something underneath where you can tip
Add.
them or something like that. How about
Wait,
that?
what if the people could add like their own profile? Like we could make like a base directory where people put in their base name and then just put like who they are, like their Twitter or the Farcaster account next to it or something. And they create like a
Mm.
profile, like a base builder directory.
They could, yeah. I think the only thing is that's gonna require us having some like sort of like very simple database or something like that. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to I'm trying to think of something where the only thing you'd be doing is like sending money or minting something on chain, and then we can like showcase data. But maybe there's part of the base directory that's reading data. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, the, I mean, we have to put, my thinking is we eventually have to have a directory for the builder, what they're building, and of course that's always going to be changing. So like they should always be able to like change like what they're, what they're focused on or what they're building or whatever that is. So people can just kind of see like, oh, well, who's building in this space and what are they building? Um, but it definitely would be a slightly complex build for the live stream.
Yeah, okay, cool. How about for convenience of time, what I'll settle with if you're okay with this is I'm just gonna make something really simple where you put in a base name, it shows you some information about the base name, and then you can tip them or send them some ETH or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a great start. I mean, if people can do this search on the Homebase website, can we see who they search? And when they did search someone and tip someone, we can like add that. Well, yeah, I guess in the future we could, and we could add that to
Yeah,
directory.
in the future. Let's start
Yeah,
with that, and then we can explore what all that different stuff would look like. But I just want to make sure we get somewhere where, like, if that's the only thing we do, it's still something that people can get some use out of. You know what I mean?
yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Awesome. All right, let's go forward. All right. I'm gonna try and like vibe code as much of this as possible in terms of like letting cursor take the
I
wheel
mean,
here.
in theory, what you're doing is you're making it really easy for people to like tip base names. So like let's say I am watching the Homebase live stream and I love what you're doing, Dylan. And so I just go to homebase.love and connect my wallet and then I just search dylanstack.base.eth and then it just says like tip 1 USDC. And then eventually we can create discovery around it.
Okay. I'll tell you what I wrote here and kind of like, with all these errors. I said keep the wallet off. Please not repurpose. I don't really care as much about spelling with AI, but like repurpose it so that this homepage with there's an input. I put in an address. It takes me to a page, and it lets shows identity and sends me some ETH. And then using the I'm able to pull in the OnchainKit docs as context. Um, this is all app router. You can use a dynamic page like address page.tsx, no comments, no type errors, make it look great, fit and with the same styles. And let's use 3.7 Sonnet. All right. And if we need to interject more, we will, but I'm just going to start here and see what happens. And one thing with cursor, or I guess AI in general, is like unless you're really explicit, sometimes it's like few too many comments, or I don't know. I think sometimes comments should be a little bit more sparse, but comment should make sense and be well documented when it's there, like for a reason. It's not a huge deal right now. Dynamic profile page. Okay. Profile address page.tsx. Nice. Using the different routing conventions. I mean, apart from OnchainKit, I just definitely like how Next.js is laid out. I know sometimes it can be annoying. There are a lot of things they're working on. They're working on making the builds faster, the page faster, a lot of different layout and rendering methods. They're even working on a new API so that makes it easier to deploy Next.js on platforms that aren't Vercel. Yeah, I don't know. For just stuff like this, it's great. Like I've worked with it a lot, but it just kind of makes it intuitive, and all your stuff is in one place. And I'm happy that it's a default here, personally.
Yeah,
And
definitely not less
LLMs know it very
expensive.
well.
Yeah.
Cursor is still going. I'm gonna let it roll. Let's see what's happening on the page though. Okay, on-chain ID. Find anyone on chain, enter. I won't do a base now. Let's do an ETH address just to see what happens. Oh, okay. Look at that. It shows my base name. Did that first
Yo,
shot. That's pretty crazy.
that's perfect.
Cursor
All
YOLO
right.
mode. It's probably me half of the day.
All right,
Oh,
now tell it to
nice.
make a directory.
Exactly. You know about Homebase. Read this directory. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
This is
so
pretty
good.
cool. All right,
No,
we
that's
can
super sick.
send. I won't send, but let's just see. Send it on base. Yeah, the ETH sign transaction comes up. I actually have that ETH. I can
We
send it.
confirm. Do it. Confirm it
Oh, okay. I mean, it is to myself. Let's see.
because it should work.
Yeah, it'll work. Yeah.
I mean, this is literally a rip off cursor, so I'm shocked. Holy shit.
It definitely
Uh,
just worked. Let's see my wallet.
yeah, yeah. Check your activity. Don't show your seed phrase.
Don't worry. Let's go to base scanners.
Oh,
Is this
nice.
it?
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's still processing. The block is still indexing. There we go. Nice.
Refresh. It should
Yeah,
be done already.
we're getting there. 200 millisecond block time.
Yeah, we're so
We're getting
close.
there.
So
Yeah.
close. Okay, that's actually sick.
It's
I
all right.
think,
That's fine. The block will process or
yeah, yeah,
whatever.
I
And
can't
it's
believe it
probably
already
even
did.
just indexing on like base scan APIs or whatever. So that's cool. I mean, it literally one-shotted. Like the reason I came up with that idea was I was like, oh, I want to make sure we get to something, but it just did that in like what 90 seconds.
Yeah, that's like literally a finished product.
Okay, so wait, what was the thing? Like, okay, if there were a directory, you're saying people need to like add an account though, right? Where would they?
So basically you'd search your own base name, you'd click on it, and then you'd be able to like add a profile. But I mean, in theory, you really don't need to do that because you would just connect your wallet and then you can just add a profile directly, and then we would just create a directory from that profile. I was trying to think of an easier way so people could just be like, yo, like this is me and this is what I'm building. Because we could even, I mean, if we do it in a more decentralized way, like I could even say like, yo, I know Dillstack.eth is building X, Y, and Z, and we could just have like the community populate it, and then people can just go and change it when they see it's wrong. Um, so we'd really have to decide whether we want it to come from the community or the person themselves first and foremost.
Got it. Okay. Um, I'm just thinking in terms of the steps we could like take right now here on this stream to do something in the next 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
So, well, all right. Well, can you try and integrate uh, what you just built into Homebase.love?
wait, sorry.
Could you add it
I
to
don't
the
have
repo?
the repo. I
Oh,
don't
you
have the
don't.
repo.
Oh, okay.
No.
Did Rafi
All
make a new
right.
repo then?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
Because I thought he used the repo
Um,
that you created, but might not.
oh, wait. I mean, this is like less of a just like on chain kit strictly thing. But what we could do is we could ask AI to recreate the home base website and then just do all that here locally just for fun, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, fuck it. Send it.
Yeah. Okay, so first I'm just gonna see how much of the site V0 can do, and then we'll port it over. And if not, we can go back. I don't know. Let's just vibe. Let's see what happens. Recreate this site.
I
Same.
actually think a bottom-up directory is not a bad idea where like anyone could put in any base name in any project, and eventually like it will just be curated well enough.
Yeah. No, we just gotta replan. We definitely gotta get to that point. All right, I have two different AIs going. I have V0 from Vercel, and then this other one called same.new, which is cool, but it's sometimes iffy, so we're gonna see how well it does.
Let's go. Also, make sure you're putting your base name in the chat. If you have not added your base name, add it now.
What the heck? Yes, it does. Does that plan sound good to you?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
I want a button that just says yes, just please keep vibe coding.
Yeah.
I keep seeing all these like videos of like memes of people vibe coding. It's very funny.
It's
It's
fantastic.
true. My thought here is just to like replicate the design in whoa, Homebase, the all-in-one platform for managing your rental properties.
Yeah.
Simplify your property management with our intuitive tools for landlords and tenants. It doesn't look that bad though, honestly. I mean,
No, I mean it kind of just looks like Airbnb. It's funny
Hey,
that
I mean,
it
this
won.
tenant loves how easy it is to submit maintenance requests. For copying visuals, Gemini. All right, already. Thank you. I'm gonna try this out. Let's see. Um,
It's funny that we one-shotted the product, and then, I mean, that was so far from what we were looking for from the website. This
copy
is
image, recreate. Uh, AS app router TypeScript. Did GitHub really well? Wow. Does it have like, I mean, I guess we're about to see, does it have like does it show you the tab? Does it like run a little browser instance?
hmm.
Oh, pretty good. Oh, oops, never mind. I did not click Canvas. Good call.
This is why live streaming while you build is so helpful.
Recreate. And
Honestly,
Next.js app
I'm
router, TypeScript, Talent, no comments.
okay. We're definitely gonna do that sometime. I want to do like a 20, like maybe 6 hour live stream where every 30 minutes is somebody else just like building something that they were already planning on building live,
Really? Yeah, that'd be fun.
just build sessions.
All right, the same one. I don't know what it's doing. V0. Sorry. That
I want to do
probably
it.
gets disqualified.
I want to do a 24-hour live stream during base batches too.
Oh man. I need
just
all the caffeine in the world.
just go 24 hours straight and just have people from all over the world just do like 4-hour sessions.
I'd be impressed if this renders. Is it gonna render? Or have to run this somewhere? It's kind of useless that I can't run it. All right. Oh, look at this
Yeah, there we
one.
go. There we go. Yeah,
All right, this one literally did it. Like, okay. So
that worked
wait, let me
really
open the
well.
Gemini one. Wow, okay. This is the best experience I've had with this seeing that new tool. The other times are kind of not great. And it's
The
grabbing all the assets. It's pulling in these images. I
Yep.
don't know where from, but I didn't even
No,
give
that's
it the HTML.
really impressive, actually. Yo, Artie, thank you so much. You're the guy. You're the person.
Yeah, look, it's not I did Canvas. Maybe I'm on the wrong model. I don't know. 2.5 Pro. Yeah, I don't know. All these naming, they're like naming models worse than they're naming cars. It's insane. I don't know.
Yeah,
No one's good at naming things
hard to beat.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't see like a emulator or a tab. Like I don't see this Next.js app running right now. Start a new one. Okay, let's just try again. I'll give Google another try. Google deserves a try. Uh, not expert. Let's just do 2.0 then, just to recreate Homebase.log Next.js app router. Great. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm so impressed with this. This is
Already said 2.5 Pro experiential.
okay. Another tab. This is quickly. Oh wait, with 2.0
Hey,
flashed. There we go.
that was
I
really
mean,
quick.
it was pretty
Can you
fast, but it's
can
just
you
like not as good.
just for shits and giggles click on one of the videos?
Yeah, let's see. Um,
Zuko.
oh, sorry. It's like not letting me do that.
That's great. It just is pulling like random crypto data. Oh, okay. Because it said like for ZK, Zuko is gonna do it. Soulbound tokens. It's just pulling random ass crypto data.
This one is like so accurate. Like, this is like the font. This is the spacing. These are the icons.
The fact that it has the Farcaster profile pictures is crazy.
It's building the project. All right, this same one is pretty cool. I know it's gonna be good because the guy that makes this also makes React Scan and Million JS. It looks like they're just like building and deploying the app to Netlify. I'll just get to a stopping point and then let's hit download. Yeah, so with the same .new thing, this is like the first time it's actually done this. Most of the time with same .new, it will look good. It will look like 60% of the way there, but then I'll try using it and it will break for some reason and I'll get some Next.js error and then I'll hit resolve error and then it will get in a loop where it will like never solve the error. Is like such a bad
Oh, that is the
experience. So it's
worst. Yeah.
crazy that it's like actually working this well this time. Yeah.
On the live stream too. Perfect.
Yeah. Let's see, just download it as is. Okay. We downloaded the project. Let's do this from the ground up. So cursor dot now add OnchainKit to this repo. And what do we want to add again?
The component you just built. I don't
Oh,
even know what to
yeah,
call
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Tip, home base tip, home base tips.
Well, let me figure out the best way to like merge these together. And like the whole thing. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Keep everything else the same, but what's currently the app, let's move it all to a tips page called Homebase Tips, and then let's just link to it once on the homepage, and this should be the homepage main app. Page.ts. I'm just going to copy paste it all in. .psx, data videos, .ts. But that should be free. I should probably be able to do it, honestly. It's like not even enough. That's like a couple hundred lines.
Yeah.
Okay. Just let cursor do its thing. Then we can put this on Vercel at the same time. So just as an example right now, just so we actually no, I'll wait. And then in a second I'll deploy to Vercel just so you can see that we can take this project that we just started here and we can put it on the internet. You can share with your friends, share with those users, so-called users we're trying to acquire. Tip, never use cursor auto mode. Yeah, no, agree. I let it go auto like this, but never auto for like command line commands. That'd be kind of bad. But do you mean auto mode for something else already? Or was that what you meant? Because yeah, what if cursor like hallucinates something and then like nukes the whole database or the whole code base or you know. But it is helpful that in general, like cursor uses command line commands to make its job easier of like finding context or like deleting, moving stuff around. Oh, the model selection. Oh yeah, I've been using either Claude 3.7 Sonnet thinking or the Gemini 2.5 experimental thinking. But finding the thinking is just like a lot better. But I also want to try this new GPT 4.1 or whatever came out today with the million token context window. Let's see what's happening. All right, not the best start. We always have the other code we can revert from. Like if this doesn't go well, then I would just go to the other code base and I would say, all right, we'll add on OnchainKit. Cursor definitely deletes a lot of code. I can attest. Yeah, I'd like it to. Um, all right, let's go to scene. No, 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 no. This is what it should look like. Way off. Fix one-to-one clone and remove all. All right. Oops. Z. Okay, yeah. Should look at Z. And also, I saw that V0 is making a VS Code extension. It's gonna be pretty sick. Anyone tried to windsurf? Yeah, I don't think it's as good as Cursor. Um, but they also have a new OpenAI partnership apparently as of today with the 4.1 model. All right, I think hopefully this will be the last change, and then we can call it from there. On here. Um, What? Oh
So
man.
close.
What are your recommendations to start from scratch, set up terminal, etc.? Well, I think Cursor is a great place to start. I think one of the great things about Cursor is it can guide you through all this different stuff. Like if you haven't used the terminal before, the agent mode can give you these different terminal commands to run, etc. Like knows a lot of this, especially to start out. I mean, like what we just built, I literally just prompted Cursor to get us here. Um, yeah, that's a great place to start, I would say.
Yeah, we probably should do like a 0 to 1 guide for both creators and developers.
Yeah. Maybe one more prompt just to make the UI a little nicer, and then I think we should be good. Yeah, I agree. Cursor does more, so it's better for new builders. Yeah. You can just let Cursor take over, and obviously with any AI, also kind of jump in and learn and understand and ask questions, etc. But it can get you super far and get you past all the different stuff of like setting up a terminal, downloading stuff, deploying. Ohara is great too, and also Ohara, you can Ohara.ai, you can like with one toggle, whatever, turn on support for OnchainKit, and then the AI app you're making with Ohara can, use OnchainKit. And also, I'm pretty sure that all Ohara apps are also Farcaster mini apps, which is pretty cool. Or you can make it a mini app. So yeah, would recommend checking that out too. In the meantime, let's see that other page. So it's oops. I guess we don't need tips. We can just do profile slash. Right, that still works. Yep, nice. Okay, cool. That's fine. Let's just let it finish up and then we'll deploy. Cool. All right, I'm gonna run Vercel deploy dash dash prod. Actually, I don't have to the dash dash because it hasn't been created yet. But this just creates a Vercel project. It'll create the deployment for us.
We just recreated an entirely new Homebase.love site. I'm not sure Rafi will be happy about that.
It's all right. Let's take the environment variables. We don't need that. Actually, yeah.
Yo, Skoho, would you do a live build session? Would you build for like 30 to 60 minutes live on Homebase live stream?
Cool. This should wrap up here any second.
If you're watching this and you'd like to build live, hit me up. I would definitely. I'm gonna start setting up a builder day.
All right, and yeah, just like that, it's live. I mean, the whatever. I guess it didn't fix that text, but if we go to slash profile, and the we should have a little UI for this too. But that's okay. But just for the sake right now, we go to /profile/ an Ethereum address. Shows us content about the Ethereum address, the balance. We can send some ETH.
Hell yeah.
Send myself some more ETH.
Yo,
That'd
you
be
should send this to
nice.
Rafi and be like, yo, I just made a better site.
Send. Let's see, what amount do I have?
Hey,
Sign with the passkey. There's
so nice.
BUX.
Coinbase Smart Wallet is elite.
Boom. All right, and yeah, I mean that's it.
What's the Vercel? Drop the Vercel link.
Oh yeah, did I mess up the stage? Who's on the stage?
Yep. We